Welcome Libra to your reading for the month of May 2025. Let's pull your preview card for the month. Let's set the theme, Libra. And your preview is the Five of Cups in reverse. So this is a card of emotional recovery. It may be that you had been feeling disappointed or emotionally unfulfilled or empty or even sad about something, and you no longer feel that. You're marching on, you're moving forward, you're recovering emotionally, which is really good. I like this card. So let's get into this. This is for your sun, your moon, your rising and your Venus signs, and it is a general reading, so please take what resonates and let the rest go. If this reading does resonate for you, Libra, and you would like information on a private reading, I am offering 20% off my private readings throughout May. If you are interested, you can either email me revelationtarotgb@gmail.com, or you can book direct into my calendar, and both of those links are in the description below. So let's get into this. So we have the Fool in your general energy, the Moon in your opportunity, the Seven of Wands reversed in your challenge, the Strength card in your unforeseen events, and the Lovers in your advice. Wow. You've only got one card out of 5, which is a minor arcana card. The rest of them are major arcanas. And that means that this is some strong, important energy and changes going on for you this month. So in your general energy is the Fool, which is new beginnings, new experiences, new adventures, experiencing something, taking a leap of faith, doing something that you've never done before, something that is taking you out of your comfort zone, but something you really want, and you're ready. The Moon is in your opportunity. The Moon is about being guided by your intuition, by your higher self, and understanding that when something feels right, it's usually right, that you're doing the right thing, you're being guided by your instinct, and it feels emotionally safe. That's the opportunity. Your Seven of Wands in the reverse is in your challenge. There is something here, Libra, where you may find it difficult to stand up for yourself, assert your boundaries, possibly. There's a challenge here, is that may be something you need to work on. There may be situations coming up throughout the month where you really need to stand your ground, or just make it very clear to someone, or be in a situation that you don't want to be misunderstood. And there's ways of doing that. You don't have to sound harsh or cold or uncaring. There's definitely ways to speak your truth and let someone know that, that whatever this is, they need to be reminded of your values and your boundaries. The Strength card comes into your unforeseen events. So it could well be that even though that's your challenge, you do it, and it gives you a huge sense of confidence and resilience and strength. It strengthens you. The Lovers is in your advice. So the Lovers can be about personal connections. It can be also regarding a choice of the heart, is that sometimes we have to make choices, using our logic. Sometimes we have to make choices using our emotions. And this is knowing the difference between the two. Sometimes we do have to integrate both of those things. But I think this is about knowing that doing some things that feel or go against who we are, or our natural emotions or our natural behavior, actually has a very emotionally positive impact. And there's a bit of logic and there's a bit of emotion in that. So let's get into the rest of the cards. So the Fool, you're off on your adventures by the looks of it. Some of you are Libra. And this is clarified by the Page of Cups reversed and the Six of Cups reversed. It does feel like you're stepping out of some vulnerable energy as well, that you may have been feeling a certain amount of vulnerability, or feeling uncertain or unsure. And the Page of Cups is really stepping out of that childlike vulnerable energy. The Six of Cups in reverse is letting the past go, leaving it behind. You can't change the past. You can't determine the future. You can only work with what you have in this moment. And I think that this is what this is about. It's like it's an opportunity being presented to you to actually experience a whole new chapter. And you're not going to miss it this time. You're not going to allow something that happened in the past or the worry of something that might be coming in the future to actually hold you back. The Moon is clarified by the Queen of Cups reversed and the Two of Wands. So this is again about your intuition, your instinct, being guided by your higher self. The Queen of Cups reversed in your opportunity. I think that both of these cards are related to a Cancer. So just in case there is something to do with a Cancerian in your life, it may be that you are seeing quite clearly something different. But it is also an emotional connection. It's knowing what to invest in emotionally, whether it's a good emotion or a challenging emotion. What do you invest your time in? What do you allow yourself to what kind of emotions or what feelings or thoughts are you understanding is worth your time? And the Two of Wands is the ideas that you've had. Maybe you've felt this way for a while, but you've never just come to this, you've never got to the point that you are now where you're actually coming to a conclusion. The Seven of Wands in reverse in your challenge, clarified by the Nine of Cups reversed and the Page of Wands. So the Nine of Cups reversed is how something can make you feel less than your worth. And this is why this is coming into your challenge, because it might be that something or someone has made you feel that way for some time and you've never stood up for yourself, or you haven't made it clear enough. And this is where you do make it clear enough. The Page of Wands is, again, a little bit like the Fool, because this is about the challenge of going out and seeking your own fulfillment and happiness without anyone else, without expecting or relying upon anyone else for that fulfillment. And I think you may end up making that clear to someone, is that you can say to them, I don't need you to make me feel better, or I don't need your approval, or I don't need your validation. I can find my own fulfillment with or without you. I think it's something along the lines, strength in your unforeseen events, clarified by the Six of Pentacles reversed and the Six of Swords. So the unforeseen event here is sort of seeing very clearly that maybe you've been putting an awful lot into something or someone and realizing that the balance is not there. The scales are very much tipped in their favor. You're probably putting a lot into something that they're not. So, it's time to say, okay, I'm not going to carry on giving away too much of my energy to this situation or this person when I'm really not getting what I deserve back from it. The Six of Swords is about moving away from that energy that has felt unpredictable. It has felt unsettled, and you're saying, I'm in control of this. I'm in this boat. I can keep going because there's some cool, calm waters over there. There's no need for me to stay here while it's so choppy. And then in the advice is the Lovers, which is coming in with the Two of Cups and the High Priestess reversed. I think that actually the outcome of this will surprise you, Libra. I think this person will appreciate and value you so much for making your voice heard or speaking your truth, that if this is a connection which is an emotionally deep connection, it will actually strengthen that, because that's what the Two of Cups is about. It may be just what they needed to hear. You needed to put someone in their place, possibly. The High Priestess in reverse is also holding on to something here, which you're not ready to give someone everything, and that's okay. It's like, I'm holding back, I'm keeping something in reserve until you can prove yourself. And again, I think that's very wise. So let's do your oracle, Libra. So this is a new deck, and it comprises lots of different elements. Some of these cards will be about people. Some of these cards will be about timings. Some of them will be a yes or no cards, but we're going to pull 3 of them and just do a mini reading. So the first card is it's the Two of Rings, which I think is probably pretty similar to possibly the Two of Cups. Even though this is associated with Gemini, but that could just be about duality, so don't focus on that too much. Because this isn't a card of agreements, strong connections, like-minded people, partners, committed partners, soulmates. So I think that this is really just about you, standing up for yourself, making it known that someone's, that it's not okay, whatever it is, whatever the energy has been, how it's been affecting you, and you are going to come to an agreement. I think they're going to make you a promise that they understand, and they might apologize, and they might just say, okay, from now on, can we agree? And I promise that I'll do better. The next card is the Eyeglasses card, and it did come in the reverse position. This is also linked to Taurus, and this is very much like the Seven of Pentacles card, because this is about assessment and evaluation. It's about perspective. It's about analysing the situation, seeing things clearly, taking a closer look. checking the details, but it's come in the reverse position, which means that maybe that's been a problem before, but I don't feel like it is a problem now. It may be that this is the message you're delivering to someone, is that they haven't been seeing things clearly or evaluating the situation properly. The last card is also a Taurus card, interestingly. 8 of it's just the 8. It's an 8, and it's called the Beehive card. Now this is very much like the 8 of Pentacles, which is about being diligent, persistent, hard work, devoted, conscientious, energetic, endurance, effort, patience. But it came in the reverse, which means that those things are lacking, or maybe that's the trigger, is that you finally run out of patience. You finally decided, I've been putting too much effort into something that I'm not getting anything out of. And these are the catalysts. So interesting that they all fit with your reading. So I'm going to leave that with you, Libra. And as always, thank you for your love, your support, your encouragement and your engagement, which I return to you tenfold. I will see you next time. Enjoy the journey.